We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
All right, man, big game on us.
Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams
Let's
made
go,
their
baby.
way out of
Good
the
game.
tunnel.
Let's go.
These folks
Good
are
luck.
fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you
hey, good way to get off of you as a defensive player. You know it wasn't going to end well.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Early in the first quarter. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
A.J. Green.
A.J. Green.
Got him one.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle.
Touchdown.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Touchdown.
Damn. We just lost on my goddamn live. That was a good damn play. Oh, he got Marquise Brown. Marquise Hollywood Brown out there.
First quarter.
Can't run cover 2 again. Got him.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Got him. That'll fuck him up, though.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That was a damn good play. First play of the game, touchdown. God damn.
The Panthers out
so
there.
I got to try goddamn come back with the same shit.
And they're going to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Oh, got
Just think of what it's like now on the side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator,
he's sending goddamn everybody, ain't he?
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They will run with Grant.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota.
Oh, that's a pick.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Fuck, man. That was my fault.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, it's Grant, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 20.
I'm going to see if he's running the same play back-to-back. Look at that. He's running the same fucking play back-to-back.
Second down.
So I switched my goddamn playbook. That's some bullshit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota.
But I still got him.
Deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35.
He running the same fucking plays.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Don't give me no time back there.
A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Elliott.
Break out, Elliott. Break out, Elliott. Oh! Break out, Elliott.
Yards, the pick up there, and also
feed the beast, hell. Fuck it. Feed the beast.
This stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
He's going to bite to the left, though.
Another first down with that run.
Well, I'll tell you, that's what fucked him up.
He's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Oh, you know I'm running that one in there. Wildcat,
For
baby.
Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a... And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Touchdown!
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, man. Play some defense. We ain't gonna give him no bullshit this time. Woo! Lord have mercy, he got me. Look at that bullshit,
and
bro.
some room to work.
Hey, this nigga done ran it back.
Touchdown, Packers. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
That was a special return, and it happened.
That's what I wanted right there.
Because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
I can't catch a fucking break, bro. Run back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
woo, good catch, AJ.
Get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Hitting that cover 3 blitz. I'm going to kill that shit. Eat that shit up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You want to try and check into a pass.
Get off of him. Get off of him.
Really
eat, eat.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about
he only got 3 plays. That 3-4 defense right here.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And
he only got 3 plays.
A bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Got him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Benjamin Watson.
I'm blitzing shit, bro. They ain't gonna get you nowhere, man.
On the year. As they are
I can finally kick the ball out of fucking bounds.
This football game.
Fuck.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
I ain't kicking that to any no more.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Fighting for every way possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson, he's going deep. This is
damn.
The 15. Touchdown.
They got some plays, boy.
Hollywood marks Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys
every time I read that cover 2, I done got
regain
burnt,
the lead.
though. Second time I done got burnt on cover 2.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice room.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson.
Oh, he got Dante Jackson over there.
Set up shop at
so
the
what I'm going to do,
27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
Oh, my God. Come on, baby.
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep
Fair,
shot.
you got to go,
dude. The end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
We knew what was coming.
There as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Nice spot.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Wide open, complete, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let him know. Let him know.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
58, boy. 58.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Look at that shit.
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We play to win. Let's go.
Let me see something.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under a heavy rush, rushing down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike, get that quarterback. Get off. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Mike 50.
Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Down top. Choose the mic. You got nothing yet. You got nothing. Mike, two.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing, Mariota. And able to find Green. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Just like that. He's crossing. 3.
A first down throw for Mariota. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
1, 2, 1. Watch 2. You. 1.
To throw Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
23 yards on the play. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previous.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the screen.
Jackson now. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers. The Packers will set up for this two-point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjusts. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Right.
Jackson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Mariota, it's Hill, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Mariota now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Lets it go for Nelson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 38, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota, they're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. Past the 20. A big run that time by Elliott. 76 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stop right there. 3 down, 3 down.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
First down, Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confident.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. On third down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Pollard. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
You can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their season is on life support.
Ladies and gentlemen,